We've talked about y equals mx plus b, which is called slope-intercept form. And anything that is in slope-intercept form will automatically give you a straight line. Not all equations are linear. They don't all have to be straight lines. Like this one, it's called a quadratic, makes a parabola shape. This is a cubic, makes kind of an S shape. This is a rational, when there's a fraction, letters within a fraction. I think the shape's kind of like this. This one is a radical. Its shape kind of looks like that. So not everything has a pattern that is a straight line, linear. But there's also other ways other forms that a linear equation can take. This is one. This is called standard form. Whenever you have some number times x plus some number times y equaling some number, like any of our examples down below, that's called standard form. Those are also linear equations. In order to graph using our shortcuts, though, we need it to be in slope-intercept form. So we're just going to use algebra to put these equations into slope-intercept form. So let's try that. A is 2x minus 5y equals 12. Okay, we just want to get y by itself, just like we did in our previous modules when we were solving for just x. So let's get y by itself. So we're going to move this 2x to the other side. So subtract 2x from both sides. It's gone from this side. You're left with negative 5y equals, now you can't add those two together. Remember, not like terms. So they just kind of sit next to each other. Negative 2x plus 10. Now I want to get y by itself. So undo what's been done to the y. I want to undo multiplying by negative 5, so I divide by negative 5. Now here's a little trick. You have to divide every term by negative 5. Well, this cancels, so you have y equals negative divided by a negative is a positive, so that's positive 2/5 x. 10 divided by negative 5 is negative 2. I'm going to switch my zoom and then we'll graph that. Okay, so let's graph. Y equals 2/5 x minus 2. Start with your b number. Your y-intercept is negative 2. Now we need to know about the slope. Well, let's see. We already know that it's going to be going uphill because the slope is positive, and it's a number less than 1, so flatter than 45 degrees. Okay, so set up your slope number as a fraction, which it already is. Rise over the run, so we're going to go up 2, right 5 will be our pattern. So from here we go up 2, right 5. About over there. Do the same pattern backwards. And draw a line. Okay. Letter B. X plus 2y equals 6. This is in standard form right now. In order to use our b and m numbers, we have to switch it over to slope-intercept form. Get y by itself. I'll subtract x from both sides. That'll move that x to the other side so that I can get y by itself. And then I want to undo multiplying by 2, so I'll divide by 2. I need to divide every term by 2. Okay, let's look at this one. Negative x over 2. Remember that when you have a negative x, that's the same as negative 1x. So this is actually the same as negative 1/2 x. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So now that we're in slope-intercept form, we can graph. Start with your b number, positive 3. That's the y-intercept. Next, write your m number as a fraction. It already is a fraction. Again, I like to put the negative with the numerator, which means I go down 2, down 1, right 2. So down 1, right 2. Continue your same pattern backwards. And draw your line. Notice I have a negative slope. I'm going downhill from left to right. Part C. Get y by itself. Subtract 2x from both sides. Again, not like terms, so I can't add together the negative 2x and the 4 and the negative 4. Okay, y is by itself. Now I can graph. Start with your b number. Your y-intercept is negative 4. So go to the y-axis, make a dot at negative 4. Take your m number, negative 2, and make it into a fraction. Put it over 1. That tells me I'm going to go down 2, right 1. Okay, so start at your negative 4, go down 2, right 1. Continue your same pattern backwards. And draw your line. Part D. 3x plus 3y equals 6. Get y by itself. Change forms. Change from standard form into slope-intercept form. Divide each term by 3 to get y by itself. Negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. Negative x. Now graph. Start with your b number, your y-intercept. It's positive 2. Your m number is negative 1. So I know that this line is going to go downhill at a 45-degree angle. I could probably just draw it in, but I'll show you how the slope works. The slope's negative 1. Turn it into a fraction. Put a 1 under it. So it'll be down 1, right 1. Continue your same pattern backwards. There's my line.